Hello and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sport. Bulls 30, Lions 28. The Lions missing a penalty after the hooter to come just short of upsetting the form side in South Africa and potentially going up into that top four. An incredible performance really from the Lions, who continue to punch above their weight. And I genuinely, and obviously as a Lions supporter, you're going to be slightly biased, but I think the Lions deserve the win there, to be honest. I think they played well enough. I think that a couple of decisions were really tough and a very, very frustrating call. When there was a try, which basically is Pilo Gamedi ran in behind Zondile Jabsweni, who completely took out Vandenberg and went over for a try. So, frustrating game, but a great effort for South African rugby, I think, in terms of a close game, some good quality moments, a lot of youngsters stepping up, for example, and nice to see how competitive all our various sides are. But yeah, before we sort of break the game down, please do smash the like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. And if you look at some of the, well, let's sort of look at a blow-by-blow account of sort of what happened when. The Lions started like a house on fire. And they went over for a try in the 4th minute through Marius Lowe. Brilliant counter-attacking try. And then Nahamba slicing through a Bulls line after a kick ahead. Good support line. Nice little offload off the ground there from Cohen Horn. Missing the conversion. We did leave 8 points out there, I think. So it is frustrating. Could have won that game and had the ability to win that game. But Goersen cut the deficit to 2 with a penalty in the 12th minute before Marius Lowe went over for one of the tries of the season from a sort of set-piece move point of view. Long throw over the top, and Marius Lowe stepped on his right, outside of Jan Goersen, and blitzed through for a try. Number adding the extras. We then saw Akvan Merva going over in the 24th minute. Goersen adding the extras before 3 minutes for half time. Goersen got a penalty and put the Bulls ahead just before half time. After half time, it was a horrible start for the Lions. Ambrose appeared. They gifted him a try, managing to turn over the ball, and then a half sort of pass, not even quite sure what it was, landed up in his hands, and he basically just grabbed it and dived over. Jan Goersen adding the extras, but Sanele Nahamba added a drop goal a few minutes later for another penalty to make it a 2-point game. This was then the contentious moment, and I'm sorry, if a player runs into a referee, if the ball hits the referee, if the player with the ball runs into the referee, if the ball hits the referee, player stopped and a scrum is awarded. Basically what happened is Pilo Gamedi took off from the back of the scrum, and so sort of scrum, Pilo Gamedi takes off the back of the scrum, running that line, and Zingile Jansweni was standing there, and Vandenberg was there, and couldn't get to Pilo Gamedi because Jansweni was in the way. And basically literally took him out, and he couldn't touch Pilo Gamedi, which is what gave Gamedi that run, and he went over. So he still had work to do, but when he doesn't make, if he's not in the way there, for example, Vandenberg makes contact with Pilo Gamedi, for all you know, makes the tackle, and that try might not actually happened. For me, it should have been a reset scrum. It should have been I'm sorry guys, I got in the way, bang, reset scrum, Bulls scrum, let's go. And the Bulls could have started a new scrum, scored and won. But he definitely played the biggest role in that try. And to sit there and say, oh, well, sorry, it happens, is frustrating. Because, I mean, that's a World Cup final, for example. That would be one of the most contentious moments in rugby history. So that's going to be a very interesting one to see. I'm very interested to see what people say about that. Because I think that should have been a reset scrum. I cannot believe that he very much got in the way, but had an impact on whether that was going to be a try or not, and didn't even think to look at it. But the Lions had hope with a gift of their own, so we gave Ambrose Pierre a try when we threw the ball into his hands. David Creel did the similar thing, where the Bulls tried to run it out from in behind, and Creel, just got hammered and lost the ball forward, literally behind his try line, and Morgan O'Dear just picked it up and went over. Jordan Hempstead then fired the Lions into the lead in the 73rd minute, and a bit of a contentious penalty during the 78th minute before where Jan Goersen added 3 extra points. And then the Lions getting a penalty on the 80th minute, but Jordan Hendricks unfortunately pushing it to the right. So, yes, whilst the Lions should have won the game, just couldn't quite get there in the end. If you look at some of the stats, very interesting. If you look at the territory, for example, 61% for the Bulls, 39% for the Lions. Possession, 43-57. Look at the set plays. Lion scrum, absolutely brilliant. Asanate and Clavacani is a buck in the making. If you don't rate him, I don't know what's wrong with you. He's just phenomenal, playing really good rugby at the moment, and had Spearman tons in his number the entire game. Lineouts were pretty dreadful for both teams, to be perfectly honest. Lions at a 75% lineout percentage, Bulls 86, so both lost lineouts, not great. Post-contact meters, 200 basically a piece. Line breaks, 3 a piece, so pretty even there. Turnovers, 1, 7 from the Lions, 8 from the Bulls. Penalties conceded, 9 to 10, so it was pretty even regarding that. Defense tackle completion, 80% for the Bulls, 87% for the Lions. Look at some individual performances, for example. Carries, Morris Lowe with 8 carries, Mbrosa Pierce 7, Akpan Mo with 7, and Mbrosa Pierce playing some brilliant rugby. 2 line breaks from him as well. Some big defensive efforts. Emmanuel Stuka with 16 tackles, Henry Surgeon with 12 tackles, Henk van Beek with 12 tackles, for example. So a couple of nice sort of stats and stuff. If we look at meters carried, Morris Lowe 78, Albert Lowe 77, Amber 64. I thought he was really good today once again. Morris Lowe with a brace, obviously, you know, I think if the Lions won, probably could have been a potential man of the match, but Mbrosa Pierre got it pretty deservedly. A frustrating game. It means that the Bulls will go up into a 4th place, I believe. That'll take them to, in fact, that belongs up to 8. They are into 4th place, 2 points clear of Ulster. The Lions go up 8th place. They're going to 24 points, so they are 1 point behind Ospreys in 8th. And a tied with point with Connacht and Munster. So not in bad company, but frustrating because they could have won that game or even one more try, and they could have been, you know, in that top 8. But yeah, let me know what you thought about the game down in the comments below. Please do smash like on the video and subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Steve. I'll chat to you soon.